Hello, hello, Kim here, and welcome to Inside the Trenchcoat, Season 2 Debrief. After we were done recording with Season 2, we sat down afterwards to talk a little bit about the campaign, answered any burning questions we had for each other, talked about some highlights, some of our favorite moments, some character thoughts as we were playing. Please note that this does have minimal editing as I am focusing on doing Season 3 and some future content things, so please keep that in mind. We hope you enjoy us goofing around after Season 2.
Karen, where's the hat?
Yeah, you gotta wear the hat for the debrief, bro.
Why aren't you in uniform?
Sorry.
Wait.
How many times has Madam D said that to
Anytime she sees him without his hat.
Without his,
Or to
With
Wesley.
yeah.
without his whale tail.
Dude.
You know what? He's always in uniform.
Leather
She's never-
He's a
panties.
good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wesley knows,
Are we
dude.
started?
Yeah, we've been
Jesus.
started.
Okay.
Cold open.
Welcome to 5 GMs in the Trenchcoat Debrief.
Season 2, baby.
Season turn.
I think maybe this is the campaign that introduced Adam and I as a dynamic duo to everybody.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Because we slay.
Yeah, we didn't set up a Q&A this time.
No,
Yeah.
well, because I don't know. It's,
Pacing-wise.
pacing-wise, it just
didn't really
kept
work.
going.
Oh, well, because last
Last
hard,
time
because
we
last
had-
time the episodes were airing while we...
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we
That's a
did it.
thing that we are going to have to contend with.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean,
Maybe we do a little Q&A, like
Like,
extra.
jump back, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, totally.
at some point, but you know,
Anyways,
that'll be for later. Anyways, hi guys from the future, not the future, the past.
What do we want to discuss specifically?
I don't know. What do we want to talk
I
about?
want to say one quick thing.
Yeah,
So
go for
I
it.
did bend the rules a bit, so this is just to get comments out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm there.
So first of all, luck, you're not supposed to be able to use luck points after you roll. You're supposed to do it before. But I was like, I want to kind of keep things moving. You know?
No, that's
Well,
fair.
that's fair.
Jesse. I respect that. I love
Yeah,
it.
I
So-
respect that.
There's that. And then I did ignore. I did lessen the enemy's armor a bit just to keep them.
So, like, it was less of a slog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when we were fighting, I'm like, oh, this is gonna take a while if we have this combat going. So I did make the enemies a little bit easier.
Thanks.
And we're also a bit more of a role play group, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to go too into the nitty gritty of the.
That's
combat.
fair.
I appreciate that. I also, the hacking knife was homebrew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That came from like our session 0 where we practiced the game.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jesse, for getting in front of that. On top of getting in front of that, I do want to come out and say, before we started playing, Cyberpunk Red is not a TTR, like a system that interested me. I was very like hesitant to play it. I had a lot of fun. Jesse did a fantastic job with it. Given the world, I find it a bit like morose and a bit like, everything's bad already, right? But I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Jesse killed DMing, and I think like
Yeah.
the team made it fun. The table made it fun, and we had a great time. Jesse made it fun. I say this all the time, but like the reason I wanted Jesse as a cast member and like I want to work with Jesse in this is because I think Jesse's very funny, and I think that Jesse and I work well together.
And Jesse just rolls with the punches. We threw a lot of
Yes.
stupid shit in front of Jesse
Yeah.
this season.
And as like someone who's like done a podcast with Jesse before, him and I think him and I play off each other very well, and I think we
Jesse kept the sourdough Joe bit going,
exactly
dude.
yeah. Jesse got that sourdough Joe bit going.
I was gonna make Sourdough Joe happen.
Thank you, Jesse.
When it comes to like bouncing off of like players like
Yeah.
fucking bullshit, like
Yeah.
funny shit, Jesse is the goat.
Yeah.
It's
Truly,
like-
Jesse is the goat, truly.
Jesse
Yeah.
just loves a bit.
Yeah, but all that to say, 5 GMs in a Trenchcoat, like Cyberpunk Red, it was a good time.
It was a fun time.
It can be a slog, and if you're a little more, I'd kin it to like 3.5 D&D. So if you lean that way or skew that way, you'll probably enjoy it a little more. But it is less role play, more crunch. But Jesse did a fantastic job of balancing it.
I do recommend playing it because we only played it one time, and
Yes.
there was. I mean, I'm sure you cut it out, but there were several times I'm like flipping through the book.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You could probably hear it in the background because there are some parts where
Yeah.
you hear like page flipping, but like it
yeah.
happens.
So I do kind of wish maybe I played it several more times just to get it, but
Yeah.
it worked.
I really enjoyed the system myself, but I really enjoy systems with high stakes like that, and I also enjoy like systems with a lot of numbers. So I'll say I had a blast with it. Like I know we didn't play it like as written necessarily, like pretty close, but you know, homebrew.
No,
But,
I like it a lot. I just wish I had a bit more.
No, 100%. I just mean to say, like, I was into it. You know what I mean? Like, these mechanics, the lethality. It makes for interesting roleplay, in my opinion.
You know, sorry, Kim.
No,
I
you're
think
good.
I would love the mechanics in a different setting.
Yeah.
Like, I would love if
Yeah,
Jesse, like,
I'm there.
homebrewed, like, some kind of cybertech world.
Yeah.
I just find, like, sometimes the cyberpunk setting makes me
so
so
depressing,
sad.
yeah.
It makes me so sad. Kim?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I really like what Jesse did. I'm not a big numbers gal when it comes to my TTRPGs. I'm really not. But I had fun playing this. Like, the table made it a lot of fun. And I was just being a silly little guy in the tech, to be honest. I was like, can I do this shit? And Jesse was like, yeah, you can. I was like, thanks, bestie.
The more systems we play where explosives exist, the better, in my opinion, because that means we can just, insure. I'll keep insurance going, you guys.
Yeah.
I'll
so
keep buying my
real.
insurance.
Explosives are great.
Yeah, great.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of use. Very useful.
A lot of
Cell
students.
phones.
Dude,
Emojis.
communications?
Dude,
Having
emojis,
a
dude.
communications
Dude, you
device
can tell
in
how
this
much we
campaign?
liked it.
Dude,
You can
yeah.
also tell when we picked up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because, like, the first season with Tanner's game, we didn't have a means of communication.
Yeah, that was hard.
And that was tough.
That was a big obstacle for us.
Yeah, and so for this one, we had our stupid little agents, and we're like, hee 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 hee, sending emojis to
Yeah,
each
it's
other.
so fun.
Yeah.
Incredibly dumb.
Yeah, it's great though. I
It was a good time.
dude. I was talking off mic separately about how nice it is to have a cell phone, like in the game, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a game like this, in which you need, like, especially since I feel like we split up a lot
Yeah.
in this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, but it made it okay because we could just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And splitting up less, like, we can't split up.
Yeah.
Because we
you
don't
can
know what
drop
the
a
other's
pin.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can drop a
Oh, I'm
location.
here, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking speaking of dropping pins, John almost getting fucking destroyed, demolished. There's just like,
Dude.
in like the paintball episode where I'm just like,
That
ah.
was bad.
That
Yeah, it
was
was
so
rough.
bad. I was like, oh, fuck, John's gonna die here.
Yeah, and I realized after I forgot to do the extra 5 damage every time you took a critical. So you
I would have
probably
died. Yeah, I would have
I
been
think
down.
you would have died. But look, sometimes Night City looks out for you.
Dude, hell yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Dude, John lived and became the mayor.
Yeah.
It became the-
It
He
became
got
the
shot
mayor.
up and then became the mayor. What an
Dude.
arc.
was forged by Night City.
That's
into
true.
the mayor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Hell yeah.
What a guy.
Let's go. Do we want to do highlights then questions or questions then highlights?
I don't know. What are the vibes?
Highlights and questions.
Okay. Let's do Jesse last. We'll
Okay,
start
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Tamlin.
Highlight?
Of this campaign of the season.
God. Fucking if I know. The fuck?
Dude, fuck if I know the fuck.
Yeah, that's so
Dude,
valid.
what do I remember from this? Dude, it was a fucking fever dream.
Yeah.
I don't
Truly.
fucking know.
Truly.
I'm the worst person to go first because my thoughts are always so jumbled.
Do you want someone else to go first?
Yeah. Give me a second, okay?
Tanner.
I really, really, really enjoyed our time in Night City. I liked our characters a lot. I liked the plays a lot. Like we all were playmakers, and I love that. I obviously really enjoyed when John almost died because that shit's awesome. I just love getting close to death like that. That's always fun. But yeah, like I don't know, just a lot of the like. It's a very different game from Fate, and it's also a very different setting from our last campaign.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So like I don't know, it was just fun to kind of just do something totally different.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah. I'll go next, and then we'll do Kim and then Tamlin.
Sure.
Okay. So I agree. Setting wise, like off the heels of that one, I played Adesanya previously, who like was pretty averse to killing, and then like towards the tail end, he's like, I come around like, oh, if I have to, I will, but like I don't want to. Sorry. And then for Doc, who straight executes people, like very unemotionally, very like, alright, this is what happens here, kind of thing. And so that was very fun for me to not feel like I had to play like a moral high ground character. And I discussed with the group very early on that like Doc was like wasn't in the best headspace going into it. I don't know if we ever really got into it, but Doc's partner was killed by the Baba Yaga, and it was a big thing for him, and it was a big point of pain for him.
You know, sorry, just to piggyback off of what you said about the whole like Doc just fucking executing people. It's interesting because I think if you went back and watched, we're still like the good guys, right? But if we'd done that in Fate, totally different. Like, you know what I mean? Like the moral fabric of the story is so different. Like us just like fuck this guy, kill him. You know what I mean? It's cool here, but in Fate it'd be like, oh man, like
whoa,
yeah, what just happened? You know?
Yeah.
Because even like the killing of Rodrigo was super contentious in your game. So like,
I just think it was interesting. You brought that up, and I was like, oh.
I will say though, favorite moment for me came today's recording session. I guess it's like a string of moments, but so when Doc saved Tamlin or saved the Man of D, I felt very bad because I knew what I didn't want to like scene steal, but in that same breath, like Doc wouldn't. I don't know if he ever finds out what Madame D did, but wouldn't want Madame D to die, even though like he obviously didn't like her, quote unquote, like didn't like her. Right? They were a team. They worked together. They spent a lot of time together. And Doc doesn't want people who he sees as relatively decent people to just die. And so like I was like, well, Doc's for sure gonna go for it. Like no questions asked. And so I felt bad about that because it was a big character moment for Madame D. But I think that all things considered, because the conversation that Madame D and I had and Doc had about like, well, yeah, like sure you don't deserve it, but like that's the thing is that no one deserves it, and that's why you do it, you know. And then Madame D being like, no one deserves it, and fucking clobbering in the back of the head. And I felt like that came, one, beautifully full circle. Two, you got to spill her body out onto the floor. Secondarily, full circle, beautifully full circle. And then three, I didn't kill the Baba Yaga, you know?
Yeah.
John did, and I think it's, what is it called? Revenge doesn't work.
Yeah.
You'll never feel better from revenge. That's typically the story, right? And so I think by not being the person to kill them, I think it takes that agency of like, I need the revenge out of your hands. And when it's someone so close to you, I think it changes it. For me, and that's why I liked it so much between the three, like us doing that, you know?
It's funny you said, because that was my thought. I was like, you know what, Doc might either never forgive him or like be really cool about it afterwards. But I was like, I feel like John just being like, fuck this guy, and then shooting him in the heads a lot is like anti-climax in like a fun way. That was kind of my feel
Yeah,
for it.
definitely.
Definitely agree.
Like, this guy sucks. Like, you know, he deserves to die. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't deserve a good death.
I think
Quote,
that
unquote.
two lines kind of like falls in line with Aku and the mayor, and the mayor be like, oh, like, you know, I should have killed you with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then like at that point we'd already disarmed the mayor. Like my actions had disarmed the mayor, and
I think you were fully expecting for me to interrogate.
Yeah, I
him.
thought, and Aku just killed him, and it was a situation of like, oh, like cool, like we did it. Like, you know, it wasn't just like, oh, like what's the story be? No. Aku just handled it. And it was like, oh, very good. And so I found a lot of interesting points in that. That was very fun for me.
Well, I think at that point, especially for Aku, it was like, we're getting all this information and shit about the Baba Yaga and stuff like that. And it's like, well, you're obviously just a pawn in this larger game. I'm not going to get anything out of you other than arrows pointed to the Baba Yaga, but fuck you, you're terrible, so just die.
Oh, totally.
Sort of thing. And it was just that sort of thing. I was like, you know, I'll get my closure this way. Yeah. You deserve to die, and then you're dead.
Yep. Other favorite moments, no laws. My
Yeah,
passion.
dude. No laws.
Yeah,
Dude,
this
no
is my
laws.
passion.
Yeah.
It's my
that
passion.
was
Yeah.
My passion.
That was a great
Those,
moment.
those are some good ones. Kim.
Oh, I honestly think some of the highlights for me for this was just all of our little stupid downtime bits. Like the downtime bits that were both just like stupid insurance. But also the like heart-to-heart moments we had. I don't know. I just thought it filled out the party dynamic very nicely because it was like, I think especially like our first few, it's like us just kind of constantly running through missions and that sort of thing. And then we finally like have downtime and stuff like that, and we kind of just got to develop our relationship more, which makes the ending of what everybody ended up doing a little bit more impactful because like, you know, it's this whole thing of like, especially for my character, you know, it was running through and trying to get the arms the whole time, and then even towards the end, the arms wasn't what mattered. Mm-hmm. It was trying to save the people who were getting fucking strapped to shit and against their will. And so I don't know. I just thought it was a fun way to fill out characters.
The arms were the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
We're literally the friends we made along the way.
It did kill me when we did the hustle, and then Tanlin's character just got a paycheck, and everyone
Yeah.
I think everyone else didn't make much money that time.
But I think we all got like 100 eddies each, and then Taylor's character got like 300.
For doing nothing.
Yeah, for sitting around, I think.
I loved how you guys kind of hated her. It was so funny.
Another thing that Kim made me think of too is that I don't know, maybe like tell me if you guys think differently, but I feel like we clicked pretty fast as like a party, like our characters did. You know what I mean? Like it didn't take that long for us to just be like, all right, we get it, we're all together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe
That was something I was worried about because all your characters like kind of angry inside at yourselves.
Oh yeah.
So
I think that's
was
kind
like,
of what bonded us together. Is we kind of had a similar objective, and then we ended up just kind of realizing like, oh, it's not worth it.
Yeah, the revenge was the friends we made along the way.
The
Like, I think that
revenge
is
was the
very,
friends, yeah.
Yeah.
We all had rage and hate, and then it's this thing of like, it's so hard to be
To
hateful and to
continue your
want
living,
revenge
yeah.
when there's people that love you and there's people you spend a lot of time with.
And
Like,
then you end
that's-
up caring for, and then you're like,
Yes.
oh, this
Yeah.
isn't worth it.
You're suddenly way less willing to waste your life.
Yeah.
couldn't have said it better myself.
Hi, it's my turn. One.
She's been thinking.
I don't even know.
Still don't know.
Dude, still don't know.
We're talking about the Fate game, right?
Dude, Devon. No. My favorite, I think, like, highlight. Okay, I have a few highlights. So, right more in the beginning, the fucking sign bit with.
Oh my god, that was so
don't
stupid.
Work, like, he's back. And then the fucking.
That was so good.
The turret thing where Sean was like, yippee-ki-yay! It's like, is that the...
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Ruining John's,
Love that. A lot of my favorites are Doc and John things. I ship them crazy style. Get ready for the art
They
guys.
kissed.
Don't
They
worry about
kissed.
it. Don't
Yeah,
worry
they
about it.
did.
Don't
You're
worry
welcome,
about it.
Tamlin.
Thanks, guys.
Taylor and I also kissed, which we felt like was
not true.
necessary to the roleplay.
Well,
Yeah.
It was method acting. It was
Yeah,
method
method
acting.
acting.
Guys.
Wait.
Just crazy style.
The fucking scene, Doc loses his leg, fucking John's carrying him.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what it is about how like he flips himself in there. He's like over the shoulder with the guns. Incredible.
So to be clear, I
I
did
drew-
that so on purpose.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Devon-
Drew that shit.
Devon.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Tamlin. What does it for you? Like what about the Doc and John thing does it? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I kind of get it, but like, you know.
It's not as hard as she gets
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay.
Rides for it, dude.
So like they're doomed, right? They're doomed by the narrative. Somehow they made it in this narrative.
Yeah, I was
But,
so scared Doc was
like Doc was doomed from the start. He was gonna lose his life. Like that was like his goal to fucking to do what he had to
It was
do.
a suicide note,
Like
you
he
know?
wasn't blank. And then like John, what was John's story? Like John trying to get his life back, right?
Yeah, so I don't think we ever talked about it because I didn't think John would ever like bring it up directly. But like he got kicked out of the Mojave Winds because he raided a Chrome torrent. Like he was a nomad. He fought some other nomads. He was supposed to do that. He got kicked out, and he was like, "But they killed my friends. I needed to avenge them." You know.
Yeah, their
Searching
whole
for
thing was that.
purpose.
Yeah, their nomad group has a strong like your word is your bond, and so they made a peace with the Chrome Torrent to be like, hey, we don't fight you, you won't fight me, and then he went out of his way to try to get some stuff back.
No, totally. Yeah, that's real.
And like also like Dr. Cowboy, something about that, like
Yeah,
just the
sure,
visuals
man.
on
I
it.
patch up his blood wounds.
The fuck.
True.
Oh yeah. Like that. It's just like it
Sure.
works.
I get
No,
it.
you're good, dude.
works.
I was just curious.
I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to drop my accent. Sorry.
No, you're good, bro.
For me, what I liked so much about Doc and John, which I there were things I did for it where I would like do it a little more on purpose, like flipping around like this, you know.
The pajama
Yeah.
pants.
Yeah.
Very, very purposeful on my end, but not always, most of the time. But I really liked the filled with violence and rage and hate and needs to avenge, right? And needs revenge. And is writing the world's longest, most annoying suicide note, with a trail of tech and bodies, and then the person who could 100% do the thing that Doc needs to do without much labor, right? Like Doc has to put himself through so much to get there, and John is someone who can do it and accomplish it way quicker and easier than Doc ever could. And so for me, that was like something like this guy who doesn't need to do it. And did do it, and and could and did, is the exact opposite of Doc, and so John is who Doc wanted to be to do that.
It's funny that he ends up doing it in the end, then, huh? John shoots him in the
Yeah,
head.
no,
You know what I
it
mean?
works
Yeah.
perfectly because you took that burden from Doc. It's very important.
Yeah.
Jesse.
I can go on forever.
Oh, so I think my favorite part was when you guys were going to save Wesley, and like you told Izanami, and she's like, "Don't do it," and you guys were like, "No, we're saving this guy," because I honestly was like, he's kind of like a joke character, like so I was like, you guys like him, but are you guys gonna go into an ambush for him?
Oh yeah.
And then it kind of made it even better because the kind of thing that I have connecting all the villains is that they all believe they're untouchable because they have this megacorp backing them. But then this ragtag group like
Of
is able
assholes.
able to just fuck them over.
Time and time again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was. So I was like, oh, so they like care about it. So I was actually kind of touched that you really kind of.
Now we cry for our boy
Yeah, your
Wesley.
gag character. Yeah.
Dude, you just feel bad for Wesley.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
like,
So bad
like,
for Wesley.
Dude, guys, you guys rag on
matter-
Adams the whole time. Dude, she like
Love.
she loves like even if she's like, no, it's not about it, it's about me, whatever. Like she takes care of him.
Yeah.
like
it's
she
not that.
No,
it's
but
that
she like.
It's that he gives her money. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Well, that's a kink.
that's
That's
the
just
thing.
what he's into. I'm sorry.
The Wesley thing for me, especially when we got the photo of Wesley and knowing Wesley was in danger, like for Doc, it's like, oh, like I'm in a position in which I can save the lover this time, right? Like I can save her lover. And when she jumped out the window, I was like, well, I have to save Wesley's lover. Like I can't let anyone else suffer this stupid fucking itch that I have inside of me forever. And so it was like, Doc was like, we gotta get the boy. We gotta go get the boy.
The boy.
The boy.
The boy.
Yeah.
The man, the adult man.
Yeah, he was a
He's just petite.
But yeah, no, that was, we fucked a lot of people over.
And then it kind of makes it work because so the way that fight was supposed to kind of play out is that she would just turn invisible and then just be fucking you guys, and then her body would overheat and she'd catch on fire, then have to escape. Because her whole thing is that she believes in Militech so much, she's like, I'm perfect.
Right.
So, but then I think it makes it even better because what made her run away is that Trauma Team was coming, and she knew like she can't take all of you and Trauma Team.
Yeah.
So it's like now there's this other Megacorp that's so she's like not as untouchable as she thinks she is.
Dude, it was so good. That was a tough fight.
Dude, I was like, oh, we're all dead.
I thought I was gonna die.
I mean, there was a moment where I thought I was dead because I didn't know.
Yeah, because he was a shield.
I really liked how you guys like really planned out attacks too, because that was something I was worried about getting into this. Is that because it's lethal? If you guys just like walked into fights, you guys would have died pretty quick. But you guys were always like real smart about it. I was kind of annoyed when you with the tow cable, and I kept rolling back for their.
I'm so sorry, Jesse. Because it sounds like a gag.
That's just the blight you have as a GM when Adam's one of your players.
And then, I actually cheated, and the two that caught it, I was like, no,
fine.
I'm not gonna let you kill like 12 dudes with this trick.
Oh, it was so bad.
I'm so scared for when I GM.
Well,
Yeah, well, we've talked. But
5e's different though because we had technology on our side this time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh wait.
No, we can spoil it.
Yeah.
It's a debrief.
I'm gonna be a fighter, so I shouldn't be too big of an issue.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
I specifically made him choose a martial class because we did guys, we did a one shot, like just testing things out. I let him play like this wizard, and he ruined it. He killed everything.
I'm sorry.
He killed everything so fast. No, it's fine. I love
Well,
you.
5e, I like 5e because you can cheese build. Not cheese build, but like you can be a little more like, because this you can be tactical in the sense of like lining your fights up, taking turrets over, making them target people and stuff. But your builds aren't gonna be the most tactical, 5e is one of the reasons I like 5e is because you can be tactical and chess-like and like precise in the way you build your character. That was very fun for me. But beside that, let's get into questions, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, questions for each other, questions for Jesse, questions for us.
I don't know.
Jesse.
I mean, I could like let you guys tell you since you didn't talk about the Baba Yaga much. So
Yeah, you want to know? I want to know more about the.
guy.
Yeah, I want to know more about the Baba Yaga.
So first of all, there was no mole. So you guys were underneath Arasaka Tower. So his whole backstory is that he was a scientist for Arasaka. And so, but he was like on the very lower level, so he survived. And so him and his like dudes all just like lived in the dark for years. And he went crazy. So they could all see in the dark. That was one of the things. I never really got to implement it, but they could all see in the dark.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so he just like went crazy. They dug their way out. And they were
that's
like
insane.
And so he's just like angry at Arasaka because he feels like he abandoned him. So that's why he targeted. So one of the things is that he met with Kim's parents to be like, I'm like continuing my research, and they're like, you're a crazy old man, get out of here. And so he's like, well, they have the best tech arm, so he works with the mayor to make it look like an accident and gives him the tech arm.
Vile.
Yep,
And my leverage kind of stray.
Yeah, and since he has Arasaka technology, he's able to like get into Arasaka stuff. So he knew like where for the beginning with the drone pilot when he had to save him and her and the operative, he knew like where they were going.
Oh, okay. So he was just in there.
He was
plugged in.
Yeah. So there was no mole. He just was in.
Yeah, they just forgot to lock him out after they updated their systems.
Yeah.
So,
Did my lover ever actually love me, or was it all just a plot from the beginning?
I think she did have a soft spot for you, so that's why she didn't kill you. But I think she's still like a bit of a sociopath, Like she had a soft spot for you, but she's not.
She let her kiss you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or she let you kiss
and then
her.
I fucking.
Yeah, that was a ploy, man. She
Oh
did.
yeah. So big.
So Jesse, did we ever frustrate you outside of Adam and the
Yeah.
tow cable?
The tow cable's fine. And then at the end, when you guys were just like, we're just gonna fly around and blow.
Dude, yeah.
I was like,
Money is power.
That's all. I was just like, because I know we pushed the limits a lot this game. That's all.
Yeah, there was one moment when you guys, when in the beginning when you were fighting the big lady and the cowboy bartender, and then you just were like, I'm just gonna like put a grenade on her head, and you rolled really well. I'm like, well,
Well, fuck.
With no arms, dude. I thought about doing that to the animal leader at the end.
Yeah.
If he was gonna like still be a problem, I was gonna be like, well, worked once, you know what I
Fucking
mean?
Wesley killed it.
because I think that was like the first big fight. So
Yeah.
you guys like tore him apart. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But you guys used like you guys hacked the turrets, and then you also like brought them in. So I mean, it was one of those things. I was like, I kind of wish it went better, but like they earned it, you know.
Yeah,
They earned
Yeah.
I
Oh,
appreciate
dude.
that.
Another highlight: fucking the mayor's wife.
Oh yeah, dude, that was crazy.
Because that was a so I had it so that basically all these losing his cars and getting his house fucked up, and then having to bring in all these resources was just gonna make Militech like cut him off. And so I thought they were gonna enter, and then you would kill a bunch of them, and so then that would kind of be the thing. And then I was like, it doesn't feel like enough, you know, because they're in military. And then you did that, and I'm like, they would so fold the black guy. So I was like, I like that went in so perfect. I was so happy. I was like, this works better than what I thought.
I was so proud of how quickly we all got on the same page when like he was like, oh, like turn yourselves in. I was like, oh, he's not gonna execute us here. But he does plan on executing us. His dumb ass is gonna take us in his fucking Hummer. He's gonna take us in his stupid fucking van. And when like Tanner looked at me and was like, oh, and then I looked at Aku and we were like, like him and I were like locked in. And so we surrendered and just put a bomb in my leg. I was like, there's no way he doesn't put us in his van.
That was actually the question I had. Was Jesse, how did you think that encounter was going to go?
Oh, so yeah, I was like, well, because I didn't want to just execute you guys. So I was like, well, yeah, I feel like this would be like a power trip for him. Because this whole thing is that he feels untouchable. So he's like, I'm going to just take you guys out and shoot you. And I thought it would be even more of like twisting the knife if you guys couldn't see, like in his mind, you couldn't see as he had all the men. Because he was just going to be like, I'm just going to send everyone in to kill everyone. So I feel like you guys would have been driving and he would have been like, blow up the building, you know, and then you would have just been like, so in his mind, that's how it played out, is that he was like, I made a deal with you, but I'm not going to follow through.
Why would you shoot a man before throwing him on a plane?
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
you know?
So it was just to fuck with you guys.
Yeah. And then
And
Doc's
then-
crazy ass.
I have a bomb in my leg, man.
Oh, another highlight: the fucking
The knife to the cheek?
to the cheek.
Yeah.
Listen, he was talking all that good shit, and Doc didn't believe him.
I love the dog so. I love dogs so. Guys.
Part of the
Guys.
problem with Doc is just like when you have a character who has no will to live.
Who's so
like,
ready to die?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like they
That-
can do anything.
Yeah, that was one of the things. Is that, like I said, like
That's the
what-
lesson we should learn. Is that if you're ready to die, do anything.
Yeah, the most annoying, frustrating suicide
Don't
note.
do that.
And so for like as a player for Doc, I kind of got to do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Because it's like whatever justification of it is, like I'm dying at the end anyways. So you know, I thought that was fine.
And then
Then I
you die.
almost died though,
yeah.
against
Yeah.
fucking scythe arms, sword arms.
Fucking
Dude,
T-1000,
Street
bro.
samurai, as Tanner put it.
Dude, she was, dude.
She
Like,
was. Fucked
Dude, no,
us
she was
up.
nuts.
It was because we were weaponless, but still.
Yeah, that was
Do
a
you-
tough one.
do you think we could have beaten her in a straight fight, Jesse?
You probably could have. Well, so one of the things too is that her whole thing. So she has a pistol that does like poison damage. So she was gonna shoot you and kind of slow you down and then just fuck you up.
I have hyper resistance to like torture and drugs.
Oh well, that's good.
It's like one of the things that Doc had.
It's so funny.
But then you guys just blew up you like started blowing up.
Fucking Tanner.
Dude.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
blew,
I was like,
blew it
you
up and you're
fucker.
like, does the floor collapse? I'm like, well, yeah. It was next to a nuke,
This
so
was lit.
it's been 20 years.
The concept of like, the only thing that could have made that better is if it kept falling and we were fighting while it was falling.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
That was crazy.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. I was just like, yeah, fuck this lady. Like she
Yeah.
sucks. Like, let's just
Let's
kill her
jump
and
her,
everybody
dude.
else in here. Like, you know?
Yeah.
what else? What
Were there
else?
any more guys in that fight? Because I know you were like, there was those 3, but like, were
Yeah,
there more set up?
So, like, the maelstrom was gonna show up too, so
Oh.
then start moving up.
Oh,
And then there were those 3 guys, and then there were like 3 more just kind of hidden, in case you guys would just start fucking her up. But then I was like, this is kind of. I would feel bad if I just brought in 3 more.
more
dudes.
guys. We were
So
getting
dude.
fucked up. We would have just died
Literally, it
there.
was just Taylor and I that were getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you 2 die, and then
Oh yeah. we
it's
were
John and
dead
I.
for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you and I could have gotten away, but we were all sad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, it'll be interesting because like they'll when they're fighting her, then there'll be Maelstrom below, and how are they gonna escape? And then you guys are like, we're gonna get a flying car. Like, oh well.
Dude, also us hiring a helicopter.
Yeah.
We were so silly.
Dude.
No, that was the move though. That was what
Yeah,
saved
yeah.
our ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Because if we didn't, then we would have.
We would've-
Yeah, because the
well,
Maelstrom was gonna show up. So.
Yeah.
So we would have been
That was
stuck.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the helicopter was the good move.
Yeah, dude.
I had fun.
I had a lot of
also
fun.
had
It was
fun.
very like wonky and exciting.
Yeah, in a good way.
High stakes. It was very
Yeah.
fun. Having to be tactical was good.
Yeah. Always like on the verge of death, maybe at one
Yeah.
point. I'm like, oh, fuck.
There's a couple close calls.
Yeah, there was a couple close calls.
Because like Araceli was just so much firepower that I never felt really like in danger until the end.
yeah.
Fate's not an inherently lethal system.
No,
like
it takes a
Cyberpunk
lot
is.
to kill you.
Yeah.
And then here, one, Doc didn't have a lot of firepower and didn't have that much HP, but was very like, I'm gonna do anything. And so it was very like, very tactical and like, well, Doc wants these people dead, so he has to figure it out. And that
Doc's
was
like,
fun.
I'm the trash man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw trash at
Throwing
everybody.
in the garbage.
Hopefully, you guys don't get corrupt with power with your new Mega Corp.
Right?
No, we just eat sourdough bread. We have sourdough Sundays.
Dude, my
Sourdough
ass is so
Sundays.
fat
Yeah, we have
from all the
real.
bread,
We
bro.
have sourdough Sundays, and we give sourdough out to needy people on Sundays.
So what was Wesley's ending? What happened to him?
He worked at Sourdough Joe's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you wanted to
became,
work.
like-
Are you guys married or something, or just you're just
No.
what?
Well, okay, so like
I kind of missed that because I misunderstood.
complicated, guys.
Oh, okay.
It's complicated. We weren't really in a relationship. We were just like in a
In a
it was
crazy
like a- It was like a
situationship.
thing. It was like a
Work fling.
thing. I don't know.
If we were to ask Wesley if you guys were in a relationship, what would he say?
Yeah.
What would Wesley say?
Wesley would be like, we are soul bonded.
Oh
That's
God.
a good way to put it.
I love Wesley
Oh,
so
God.
There's
Yeah.
something. It's something different. You know. It's
Him.
not.
Us,
It's love beyond.
It's like. Yeah.
we told him to take the money and spend it for himself. Instead, he gave it to you and told you what happened.
That's
How
what he likes to
quickly-
do.
quickly Doc and I turned on Wesley, or John and I turned on Wesley. The minute he did that, we were like, "Fuck this kid!
Yeah.
Fuck this
Keep
guy!"
doing that
Yeah,
Like
this kid
this
fucking
kid.
when we
sucks.
break up at
We
the end.
stopped
so.
giving him money.
Whatever you say.
Question for Madame Despair. Did Madame Despair ever tell the rest of them what she did to that kid?
Nah.
No. The fuck? Why would she would die? Doc would kill her.
What kid?
She cyber psychoed someone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Aurelio,
right.
remember?
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Does that ever leak? Does that ever leak?
Oh, I mean, it helped out. I mean, it wouldn't have been known, but it helped out Arasaka a lot. Counter Militech.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Anything else?
Oh, dude, I played another fucking asshole character.
Dude,
Guys,
I love it. You keep playing
guys,
faces.
It's so funny.
I promise you, the next time I get to play, I won't.
What's
It's
who's
mine.
that? Kim's after you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you're
that-
not a face that
Is
game.
that leaked yet? Do they know?
I don't. At this point, the order's not.
Bleep this out.
Yeah, we can also cut this. Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna-
But-
But yeah, you're not a face in that
No,
game.
I'm. Yeah,
I am.
you are.
I
Yeah.
am.
Oh yeah.
You're the brains, you're the brawn.
Yup,
That'll be
yup.
Cousins.
Can't wait for that.
Brothers.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a.
Siblings.
Is that the eating cigarettes one?
The one that eats cigarettes.
But I don't think he's that.
No,
dumb.
no, he's not that guy anymore.
Okay, good. That would kill
But
me. when we did that.
He does eat cigarettes if you
Give them-
give him money.
If you dare him, yeah.
If you dare him to.
Dude, just fucking swallow the pack, dude.
$50 to eat this lit cigarette. Like, easy.
Yeah. Ow.
Easy. Yeah.
Can we talk really fast about Tanlin's game?
Oh yeah, real fast.
Yeah. Tanlin,
I'm
what
excited.
game are we playing?
Guys, we're gonna be playing D&D 5e. I'm very excited about it. High fantasy horror question mark?
Yeah. What's everyone gonna be playing, or maybe be playing?
Spellcaster.
Some kind of spellcaster?
Yeah, warlock, wizard, or sorcerer, which are the spellcasters, I
Interesting.
guess. I'll see.
Bard?
Nah.
Why
Come
not?
on, Tanner.
Because I've been
Tanner.
playing too much. I hate when bards die.
Okay, but Tanlin's different.
Yeah, Tanlin is
I'm
different.
not Adam.
But also, Talon's DMing is
didn't-
fully informed by Adam.
That
It is
true.
100% fully informed
Did
by
you
Adam.
just say it's a horror game?
It is a horror game.
All right, so
I'm
I'm not
making
gonna
you
play
guys
a
fight
bard.
God.
I'm not gonna play a bard.
Oh, word.
One day.
I
eventually.
will see, but yeah, I'm gonna play a spellcaster of some kind. One of the three.
I think I'm gonna be the shadow monk.
Interesting.
Slay.
Monks are so interesting. Be a
Uh.
fighter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be barbarian.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking God.
Dude, I love it that we're
idiots.
just 3 dummies and whatever Tanner's gonna be.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure this
Three
out.
dumb
It makes
guys.
sense for the plot, which I'm not gonna spoil yet.
Yeah.
But
Oh man.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting, especially if we don't have a face character.
If
Yeah.
I play
Do you
Warlock, we
want-
will.
I don't think you'll need.
Or Sorcerer.
We kidnapped the premiere.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, I put
And
a
then
gun to
what?
the Premier's head,
Yeah.
and then
Shit.
You did technically steal the mayor this game too.
yeah, we killed him.
Yeah, and
Rodrigo
Killed his
didn't
ass.
die by our hand. Well, your hand.
I have quite the track record.
you do.
Let's
You do.
see what I do next campaign.
Hey man, we never know.
Next campaign. I'm a fighter.
Yeah, dude, fucking hasted paladin. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Let's move on.
That'll be fine.
Anyways, anything else for you?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah. A bit of a shorter one this
Yeah.
I had a fun time. Part of it said it was a lot less. We had a lot less sessions, so there's less to
Yes.
ruminate on. But it was I don't know. I
But
had a
it's
ton
still a
fun.
lot of fun. I
It
had
was
I had
short
fun.
and succinct, and I appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
appreciate it for what it was.
The form. I really appreciated the form of the series.
Jesse, fantastic job, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Round
Yeah.
of applause!
I was gonna make it longer, but it kind of felt like there's a lot more filler in it, and I was just like, let's just.
Oh, I
This
agree.
is Cyberpunk. We should just be in the dick of it all the
Yeah,
time.
I don't know.
In the
I
dick
agree.
of it,
You
bro.
watched the show, the Cyberpunk show, right?
Yeah.
The anime? Yeah. Dude, fucking, it was like. Because like first 2 episodes, you're like, this is interesting. The last 6 episodes are just blood, gore, and viscera. And you're like,
Yep.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Rip David.
Spoilers.
Spoiler. Sorry.
Jesse, why didn't you let us fight Adam Smasher?
Because he would kill you guys.
Talking stats, what's the over under?
Dude,
With the car? With our car?
I
that
thought about
crazy
that.
car?
I think in the anime he literally stops a car by holding it, and I was like, you know what, we can't. Like, you know,
Actually, no.
never mind.
Yeah, no, you. It
he
would've
dodges missiles.
Yeah,
It moves like past the
it's
missiles.
fucked up because he's the first character in the show who isn't David to be like, I can move too. You're like, oh
yeah,
shit.
It's intense.
Anyway.
Yeah, over under though.
I mean, you have you got a chance with the vehicle. You got a chance, because this is like way before 77, so he's like not as he just got out of the 4th corporate war. He's the hero, so he's
Not as chromed out, right?
yeah he's slightly less chromed out.
Interesting.
Slightly.
So,
We crash the car into him and blow him up
Blow
3
him
times.
up. Yeah, hey man.
Yeah, because we have rockets.
3 bombs, rockets.
Dude, insurance 3.
Insurance, my leg bomb.
We got this.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's fine.
We
All
might
right.
all die in the
I'll make a
process.
side
but-
mission. He's gonna attack Sour Joe's.
No!
You
No!
guys are gonna have to defend it.
Oh.
We've been out of the game though.
Yeah, we die. Like I don't know, guys.
That's it for us.
Oh
You
no!
know what? We're all right now.
Shit.
Oh, fuck, guys.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank
And
you.
I'm actually happy with the ending because I just thought you guys were gonna be with Arasaka, and I was like,
Nah.
We have Sour Joe's.
yeah, you got Sour Joe's now.
I thought we were gonna die. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I did too. I
like,
was pretty
wow.
convinced of it, but we didn't.
I for sure thought at least Madam D, Wesley, and I were gonna die.
Oh,
I fucking thought you were gonna die like 4 episodes ago.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
God damn
real,
it.
real.
That was stressful.
Alright. Anything else?
No.
Let's sign off. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yay.
no laws.
We did it.
No laws.